Okay, people, and next up, we're going to be listening to a new project from someone that I actually haven't covered on the channel before, Manix, who actually had one of the most impressive albums from the 2010s, released in 2019, Trumors, so Rumours with a T at the front of it. And yeah, just always been an artist, really, to be honest, that I've been looking for new releases from. And now we have a 5-track EP called Alienation on Intrinsic. Fantastic, mostly underground, I would say, label, but always putting out forward-thinking music and, you know, going outside the box with releases and stuff like that. And I imagine this EP is going to be a continuation of that. 5 tracks, Alienation. I think it's one of those where I'm going to have to say, like, just prepare to have your mind bent a little bit. You know, it's gonna be some pretty interesting sound usage, arrangement, production. I mean, we'll see. We're gonna get into it. The opener is called Humans Are Aliens After All. And I haven't heard any of this material, so it's all new to me. Trying to think of artists to kind of compare with or compare to, but I kind of don't want to ruin it as well. Hey. Neuro vibes. Yeah. Proper all-encompassing alien swallowing you whole kind of sound, you know. Brain massage music. Love that. Yeah, I mean, you know, elements of KOAN sound in there, elements of like Azale, Stasis, bits of Chi. Yeah, kind of like KOAN sound with the meanness of Chi. Old KOAN sound with the meanness of Chi coming through, you know, that kind of thing, maybe. Yes, Culprate of course as well, for sure. How could I forget? It's the detail, it's the production, it's the sound design. I mean, Intrinsic overall. Intrinsic with a Z. Just a label that everyone should explore, everyone should dig through. Yeah, I was thinking of saying that, but I didn't, you know. when I call something a particular style, my mind always just goes to people calling me out for it, and I'm like, I don't want to get it wrong. Don't want to get it wrong. Most of the time, I'm pretty confident in what I think it is, what I think the style is, but it's just like when people go, "That's not dubstep. That's not neuro music." That's part of it. That's part of it, isn't it? Gotta live with it. You know the mid-2000s King Kong film where they're like trapped and all the bugs are kind of coming down from the... You know, they're coming down from the sides of the mountains, you know, from the... Just like swarming all the humans. That's kind of what it feels like, just being trapped by all of those bug-like creatures. Monster bugs. Excuse me. Nice. Next up we have Doppler with Coo. See, it hasn't done that light thing. At any point, it hasn't done that light thing that it usually does, and I don't know why. This is Pumpany, man. What are you talking about? Man, this is some deep, immersive shit. Definitely underwater vibes. See, some people might say this is a bit of a future garage kind of vibe. It's whether you want to use that genre name, of course. Not a bad shout. What is this fly doing, bruv? Have some respect. Respect the stream, please, Mr. Fly. There we go. It went on a little bit of a off on a little bit of a tangent there, but it wasn't quite as engaging. But definitely listen to Trumors, by the way. Definitely check that out. Top LP. Changed my understanding of music, to be honest. All that way back when. Yeah, there were a couple of moments, like I said, where it got, you know, a little bit doing the same thing for maybe a little bit too long. But good bits there just to provide that engagement factor again. Snap you out of the trance, if you will. And next up we have So We Dance. I'm not old. You can call yourself old. I'm not old. And don't be saying that. Don't be saying that. I might make granddad noises whenever I move any part of my body, but that's by the by, you know? We'll leave that. Oh yeah, this is my favourite for sure. Man, the isolation of that. Oh, it's a cheeky little housey bop. Man, that is cheeky. Yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe with a little bit of meanness underneath as well. Nawtystep chat YouTube title generator. What we feeling for this one? Experimental bass like you've never heard it before. No, calling it experimental bass just isn't fair at all. Doesn't do it justice in any way. Doesn't describe it very well either. So scrap that. Man, the flow of this track is just gorgeous. The sound just sits so nicely on the ear. That's not that bad actually. Alien-made bass music. A couple of jazzy elements coming in. Properly glitching out now. I'm malfunctioning a little bit. Gregory Jones, is that you? Yeah, fantastic. And a decent transition, I think, there into the next track, Shambles, Penultimate Cut. But just before we get going with that, I did want to note on just the beautiful flow in combination with the sound design, the sound choice, the dipping in and out of different genres there, the management of the track overall in going from one genre to another. Like, structurally it all made sense, the progression of the track, nothing really stood out in an awkward way, which is great. Yeah, just a really nice tune. Love the bounce of that first drop, that really kind of takes ownership of the track, takes center stage, and then the track just goes, you know, on its merry way, dipping in and out of different styles here and there as it goes on. So yeah, big fan of that. The middle cut, So We Dance, definitely my favourite cut on the EP so far. But yeah, Shambles is next up, and The Fly has just gone in my glasses. Hello, mate. To be honest, IDM is something that I have not explored enough yet, so I don't feel well placed to have a take on it. I don't have time at the moment. The Fly wants to work with me. Like that. Was that a sitar, that instrument? Another housey kind of cut. I mean, yeah, the arrangement. There's so much going on. So much going on. It does feel a little bit clunky at points, like sounds are kind of falling over each other. But maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the intention. I think initially when the heaviness, when the drop came in, it was maybe not quite as much going on, but it does pick up well. Percussion wise, picks up the energy effectively. This tribal percussion, is that instrument, is that a sitar? Or have I got that wrong completely? What is that instrument called? It's this kind of guitar, no? Yep. See, like, it is tripping over itself a little bit, but that kind of jagged glitchiness might be the point. Oh, I think I've got the title. I think the title should be... Oh no, I'm not going to say it here. I'm not gonna say it here. Yeah, pretty much. Although don't ever call me a dubstep guy ever again. I'm pretty sure I won't forget it. Anyway, that was a lovely track again. A little bit convoluted at points, a little bit too much going on potentially at certain bits here and there. And there were other moments where there wasn't maybe quite enough going on percussion-wise, but yeah, mostly the sound again very immersive. Not quite as much as the middle track, but again here this is exactly what we're getting. It just brings you right in, alluring, just engages you from the off. Oh yes, round it off with a bit of D&B. This is Unlaw, the final track. Oh. Wow. Bloody hell, come on. Definite second favourite right here. Hey, this could be on like Vision, you know? I love Intrinsic, obviously I love Intrinsic. It should be on Intrinsic, but this is like Vision level, if you know what I mean. Holy shit! Yeah, I need to write this one down. Best of Bass playlist. 6th of May. May is when it dropped. Lovely. Yeah, class. Fantastic way to end the EP as well. Not often that you get a more higher paced, banger kind of leaning track at the end, but that works very well considering what we get before. You know? Oh. This really atmospheric, deep outro as well. Really wants to leave its mark on you. There we go. Wow, what an EP. Definitely moments and tracks that stand out more out of the 5 that we get. But the overall sound, the overall approach is just, I just love this kind of music, you know, really immersive, really deep with the sound usage, the production overall, you know, each track kind of taking you on a journey. Most of the tracks here as well just incorporating several different styles of electronic music, which is fantastic. Always the case when it's got that foundation of great production, you've at least got that one thing that you're already loving about it. So that if the ideas are like, which is not the case here, but even if the ideas are super simple, if it's got that production thing completely on lock and it sounds amazing on the ear, then you're going to want to go back to it because it just sounds great. But this has also got really cool ideas to go with that amazing production. And in particular for me, the middle track, So We Dance, and then Unlaw, track number 5, which we just heard. But then, you know, really impressive moments in the other 3 as well that we get of the 5. There were a couple of moments where it felt a little bit emptier, and I think getting used to the kind of stuttered approach of the 4th track, Shambles, which we get at other little points here and there earlier on in the EP, you know, bits where it's a bit more glitchy and the sounds are kind of falling over each other, the layout's a little bit more unconventional, a bit more jagged. That for me takes a little bit of getting used to, but that's kind of okay, I think, within the context of an EP where mostly you're just kind of marveling at the sound design, the arrangement, the production. You're just like, wow, like fucking hell, this is impactful in a subtle way, really leaving a mark on you by having the production be that good, but creating with that atmosphere and space and having a real respect for that, not feeling like too much has to be shoved into one space. You can just, with the production being that good and the atmosphere being that good, it just has that natural kind of washing over you effect, you know, where the music feels real. It feels like right there in front of you. That's how vivid and kind of imagistic it is, you know what I mean? So yeah, really enjoying that EP. Manix with the Alienation EP on Intrinsic. There we go.